Hey everybody, welcome to YouTube. This is Gail again. This is the second in a series of Microsoft project tutorials. This one is on linking. The first one was on outlining. So if you look at this screen and you see this indenting and you look in the Gantt chart and you see these black summary bars and those are mysteries to you, go ahead and do the first tutorial on outlining and you'll be right up to speed with the rest of us. Before I show you how to link, I want you to understand why we link. If you look in the right side of the project screen, you'll see in the Gantt chart view that all the tasks start on the first day of the project file. And usually you'll find that tasks depend on other tasks. Something has to be finished before another task can start. So to show this dependency between tasks in a project file, we use linking. Now I'm going to switch to a different project file real quickly to show you the kitchen remodel, task number 20, kind of in the middle here. You'll notice in the Gantt chart view that the subtasks have little, you probably can't see it on the YouTube screen, but little tiny arrows that go from one task to the next. And because of the direction that the arrow is pointing, it's suggesting that one task has to finish before the next one starts, this one has to finish before the next one starts, and so on. The power of project is really in its linking, and I'll show you that in this example very quickly. If I change paint cabinetry from 3 days to 2 days, we're going to see this bar over here that represents it shorten in length, and all the tasks that are dependent on it will move back in the schedule. Watch. Now what's great about that is when you look over here, you can say to yourself, well gosh, this project is going to end earlier than I thought. We can add more time to another task that needed more time, and you can make those kind of assessments. Now if you don't link, look what you get. In the bathroom remodel, notice its subtasks in the Gantt chart view, they're not linked together. So if we change paint bathroom in this example from a 5-day duration to, let's say, a 1-day duration, sure, the taskbar shortens, but the tasks that may be dependent on it, that could move earlier in the schedule because paint bathroom got finished quicker, they don't move. And that's the power of project, is for them to move and adjust to each other accordingly. It doesn't mean all your tasks have to be linked together, but that is the power of the program. So you want to be comfortable with linking and the different ways you can make it work for you. If you've ever seen a project file that doesn't have linking like this, you've probably noticed on the far left side of your screen these constraint symbols. We've got a tutorial for you on constraints, but right now we're going to set up some linking and see how it all works. So how do you link? Well, you select the tasks you want to link together, and then you find the little link button, looks like a little chain link, and press it. That's all there is to it. Now, you could individually select your tasks and link them together, but that could take you a really long time. My suggestion, to save time, is to select all of your tasks in your project and then link them together. Now to do that, all you have to do is move your mouse pointer to the top of the task name field. Notice it turns into an upside down black arrow. Press once. That selects all the tasks in your project. Then you go to the link button. I'm going to hit that in just a second, but I want you to notice the current duration for your project file is 10 days. See that? That's going to increase once all the tasks are linked, because then they'll move further out into the schedule because they're dependent on each other. So we hit the link button, and see how they've all moved out here in the Gantt chart? And notice your duration is no longer 10 days, but 20.56 days. If you take a look over on the right in the Gantt chart view, you'll see that the black summary bar for bathroom remodel shows its subtasks. And you can see over in the task list that you can see the subtasks for bathroom remodel as well as kitchen remodel. But for living room remodel, you can't see the subtasks. And when you look in the Gantt view, you see the black summary bar, but you don't see its subtasks. The reason for this is because, of course, it's not expanded, which you learned in the outlining tutorial. So the question is, if a summary task is collapsed, will its subtasks be linked when you link an entire project? Let's find out. We'll hit the plus sign to the left of living room remodel. There's its subtasks, but if you look over in Gantt chart view on the right, you'll see that the subtasks were not linked together. Now this may be useful to you. You may want to collapse some summary tasks because you want to deal with the detail manually and individually task by task. But in our case, we meant to have them all linked. So to link, You simply select the task names in the task name field that you want to link together and select the link button. And there they are. The Living Room Remodel subtasks are now all linked. Now that we've linked our entire project file, it's really simple to remove obvious links that we don't need. For instance, in the Gantt chart on the right, you can see that the living room remodel and the bathroom remodel are linked. But actually, we don't need that link between them. The bathroom remodel can start at the same time the living room remodel begins. The first way we're going to show you to remove a link is by viewing the task information window. And if you go over to your task list, you can double-click on any task name and the task information window will appear. So I double-click, and there it is. In the task information window, click on the second tab called the predecessors, and what you'll see is a list of the tasks that precede bathroom remodel in a linked relationship. And there's living room remodel. And you can see just to the right of the living room remodel's name, it shows the type of link is a finish to start, which means living room remodel needs to finish before bathroom remodel can start. But we don't need this link. So to remove it from the task information window, we select the task ID to the left of living room remodel. You can just hit the delete key on your keyboard. We'll hit OK. And notice now in the Gantt chart on the right that bathroom remodel is no longer linked to living room remodel. And because it has no predecessors, it now starts on the first day of the project file. Another way to remove a link is to delete the link line itself. If you look in the right side of the screen in the Gantt chart view, you can see the link line between bathroom remodel and kitchen remodel, which we don't need. If you take the tip of the mouse pointer and put it right on the line and double-click, the task dependency window will come up because a link is a dependency. If you put the tip, I put the tip right on that line, I'll get additional information about that line that confirms I'm on the correct one. If I double-click, up comes the task dependency window, and a chance for me to confirm what I'm about to delete, which is the dependency between bathroom remodel and kitchen remodel. It even tells the task type, which is finished to start. We hit delete, and now the link line is gone, and kitchen remodel begins on the first day of the project file. There's another tutorial on linking. It's part 2 of this one. There's just a few more skills I want to be sure for you to see on the basics of linking, so I hope that you'll take a look at that. And if you really have enjoyed these tutorials and you think that they make projects simple, I've written a book on Microsoft Project, and these tutorials come from that book. You can purchase it on Amazon. Title of the book, which is I Just Want to Know How to Use It. It is for Microsoft Project 2003, but I've successfully used the book in 2007 with some exceptions in calendars. The book is set up so it's all hands-on. The CD in the back of the book has Microsoft Project files on it that are partially completed, so that with each chapter you open up the project file and work through the chapter. For those of you who have been using Project for years, there is a quiz at the end of each chapter. You open up a project file on the CD, work the quiz. If you think you know it well enough, you just go on to the next chapter. My email address is Gail, Gail, @rastonpublishing.com. Thanks for listening. I hope we helped. We'll see you in another tutorial.